Hello everyone, welcome back to Music Appreciation. Today we are going to talk about two of them, strings and brass. And our essential question is, what are the four basic instrument types and how do they produce sound? Our four main types of instruments are strings, brass, woodwind, and percussion. Our first example is string instruments. The sound is created by a vibrating string that creates sound waves. So remember how we talked about before that sound waves are just vibrations that travel through the air? Well, for something to make sound, something has to vibrate. In this case, the string vibrates, which makes the air around it vibrate, which travels in sound waves, and when it gets to your ear, you hear the string instrument playing. So some examples of this are violins, guitars, ukuleles. These are all things that have strings, and when the string vibrates, you hear it. So what I can demonstrate for you is I own a guitar, so I can demonstrate how a string instrument works. So with a guitar, you have these strings that are pulled pretty tight. And what you do is when you play them, when you strum them, it makes the sound. So when you pluck it, it makes the string vibrate. So you see, if I hold the string at different points and want to play, I can change the sound of the instrument, because what happens is I'm changing how long the string is. Because if, let's say I hold this string right here, nothing up here is going to vibrate. So if I hold the string right there, nothing above it is going to vibrate. But if I do it without holding it, so by holding the string in certain places, I can change the actual pitch that comes out of the instrument. Let's say for this string, if I don't hold it at all, it's that pitch. But let's say I hold it right here, so nothing above here vibrates, so the string only vibrates this much of it this time. It's a lot higher in pitch. So that's how you get different notes on a guitar, is depending on where you hold the strings, you can make the strings have different pitches to them. So if I don't hold any kind of strings up here, this is what it sounds like. But if I hold these strings in certain places, I get... This is how a guitar player gets different notes out of their instrument, is that they will hold different places on the strings, and that will make different notes and different pitches come out of these strings. This video here is an example of a stringed instrument. In this case, this is a violin. You can see right here, there's the strings on the top of the violin. And this thing, the stick thing, is called a bow. And those are a bunch of horse hairs that are strung really tight. So when she pulls it across the string, it makes the violin make sound, because pulling that bow across the string makes the string vibrate. So look at how she does this. When she pulls that bow across the string, it makes the string vibrate. So that's how a violin is played. Our other type of instrument is brass instruments. The sound is created through the lips vibrating, which is amplified through a mouthpiece and the brass instrument. So examples are, here you see a trumpet, this is a trombone, this is a French horn, this is a tuba. All of them are made out of metal. They're all made out of brass. So for brass instruments, I explained that the lips vibrate, which sounds really weird, but literally what you do with your lips in a brass instrument is you buzz your lips almost like a horse making a noise. And what happens is with a brass instrument, every brass instrument has some kind of a mouthpiece. This is the one for my trombone. And what it is it is a little cup. That's right here. It's a little cup. And then this end connects to the rest of the instrument. So what you do is that buzzing inside of the mouthpiece. So just doing that buzzing thing in here. In the mouthpiece. And that goes through the rest of the instrument to make a sound. So this is my trombone. It is a brass instrument. And it's, see, that mouthpiece is in the end here connected to the rest of the instrument. And this is how I play it. Literally all I'm doing is that buzzing thing. And it goes through the rest of the instrument and comes out the other end. That's how you play a brass instrument. Now for a trombone, how you change what note you're playing is you move this slide, and that changes what pitch comes out. So watch. So you move the slide, and it changes what pitch comes out of the instrument. With brass instruments that have buttons on them, it's the same difference. You press a button, and it makes the air go through a different set of tubing. And that is what makes the instrument smaller or larger and makes a different pitch come out of the instrument. But that is how you play a brass instrument. You have a little mouthpiece here that is a cup on the inside that your lips buzz into. So, or here is an example of a brass instrument playing. In this case, it is a trombone. So this entire time while he's playing, he's vibrating his lips in that mouthpiece, and then the sound comes out the other end. So those are our two instrument types for today. We talked about strings and brass. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about woodwinds and percussion. So guys, make sure you go to the Schoology and make sure you do your assignments for today. If you need anything, you can email me and I'll do anything I can to help. Have a good day.